Honestly, not much is happening. But we have a long way to go. I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of things that I want to learn. It's frustrating because we're at the part now where we can live, and we have been living. Keep going. Hello friends, welcome back to Vlogmas Day 8. We need to feed the sourdough as per usual. I fed her last night. I do need to change the jar over when I do feed her. Honestly, not much is happening. Still a couple of bubbles, not much growth. And she's still smelly. I'm trying not to get disappointed because I know everyone's sourdough is different. When I first started the sourdough, we were having over 30-degree days, like 35, 36, and it was hot and she was growing. Now we are having like 28, 30 degrees and she's not growing as much. So I feel like maybe that's the reason, but we're going to keep feeding and hopefully she keeps growing. Sourdough Day 8, part 1. I do need to feed her again tonight. I have fed her a little bit later than I would have liked. this morning, so tonight will be a late feed. But I got some advice on my short form content I've been posting about my sourdough, and I got some advice about wood and bacteria. So I'm gonna try, I've wrapped it in cling wrap, and I'm gonna try this and see if that helps. Apparently she could go moldy pretty quickly with the wood getting wet and being exposed. If this doesn't work, I can always put baking paper on top of her loosely, but this should be fine, I think, because I've protected the wood. I honestly also am tempted to put her on the windowsill. Our windows are double glazed, so not a lot of heat can come in, but today is going to be 30 degrees, and I feel like if I put her on the windowsill, she might be able to get warm. But I'll have to check if I'm actually allowed to do that, because I obviously don't want something bad to happen to my sourdough. But day 8 done. Hopefully we see something happening soon, because I know that it can take like a varied time for everyone, but I'm a bit worried that nothing has happened in the last like 4 days. But anyway, sourdough done. I don't know what I feel like I say this all the time. I don't know what I am doing today. I am going out for lunch, which will be in the next hour or so. And then I don't really know. I am going to attempt to make corned beef like silverside for the very first time. I'll be following my nan's recipe, so I can bring you guys along for that. It's not very exciting though. It needs to sit on the stove for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. But besides that, I'm not sure what else we're doing today. I do need to do my salt and finish my Christmas things. And then, I don't know, I really want to get out into the garden. I have a lot of renovations out there. Garden renovations that I need to do. See how I feel. But anyway, I'll bring you guys along. Don't know what we're going to do today. Well, I guess we'll find out together. am going to attempt to make silverside corned beef for the first time ever. I have been on a little bit of a mission every single week to create or try a new meal. I love home cooking. I love food from scratch. I love doing as much myself as possible. Anyone who knows me knows that I would rather make my own breads and bake everything and cook everything and do everything from scratch with good ingredients. So I have kind of been on a little bit of a mission to learn more meals and get more ideas. And so every single week I challenge myself to learn a new meal. I don't know what I've done so far. I learned to make beef stroganoff. I did a shepherd's pie. No, I did a cottage pie. I've done pastas and all sorts of things. I know how to cook and I know how to bake, but I don't have a very big catalogue of foods I know how to cook. So I have been challenging myself to cook new things. And my nan is one of the best cooks that I have ever come across. Maybe the best. I love every single thing that my nan makes and cooks. I remember a lot of my passion for food and baking came from my nan. I remember as a little girl I used to sit up on her island bench and just watch her in the kitchen and watch her bake and cook. I still do it to this day. I talk to her, we have a cup of tea, and I watch what she's doing in the kitchen. Anyway, she made us a cookbook a couple of years ago of all her recipes, and so I've also been slowly making my way through this, making my nan's recipes. So that is what I'm doing for dinner tonight, is corned beef using my nan's recipe, and we're trying it. It does take an hour and a half, 2 hours, an hour and a half cooking and about half an hour resting. So I'm gonna start that now to get the process underway, and we'll see how that goes. That now just needs to cook for a couple of hours. I honestly would love to get to a point one day where everything that comes out of my kitchen is made from scratch. I think I said in the vlog when I was making my cleaner that we are slowly transitioning. That's including food. We are slowly making changes. So there is still some things that I buy in a packet that I will slowly learn to make from scratch, but that is obviously a progress. And I think the day that I was going through my cookbooks, I was getting a lot of inspiration from my old cookbooks as well that I will slowly learn to make things from. But yeah, I don't know how obviously this silverside is going to turn out, but every week I try and challenge myself. Every day I try to learn something. There's so much that I want to learn and so many hobbies. I'm in the process of obviously doing my sourdough. I need to get my veggie garden up and running. I've got my worms. I want to learn to sew. I need to get back into my crocheting. I want to learn how to grow flowers and learn more about vegetables and fruits and want to learn to preserve things and canning and just learning to make things from scratch. I have a list of things that I eventually want to learn. I'm in the process of collecting things at the moment to make my own stock, which is hard because I'm giving a lot of the food to my worms. But yeah, I feel like in the future, I kind of hope that this channel will be a lot of content that can help you guys, but also in the aspect of me learning, because the point that I want to get to with my cooking and my food and my lifestyle, and once I learn these skills and techniques, I think would be really fun to share. But we have a long way to go. I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of things that I want to learn. But today, hopefully I've learned how to make silver side.